Hello, everyone. It's Lori Staley, Addicted Stamper with Stampin' Up, and it is Sunday night at 8. So it is time for our Sunday night stamping. Hey, Carol Deegan, how are you? Okay, so I've got weird things happening tonight. A little bit of technical difficulty getting in, and now the chat is at the bottom of my screen. So this will be interesting. Everybody chat a lot so I can get it up higher. Hey Sharon, good to see you. Oh my goodness. No, this is not Terrific Toadstools laying in front of me. This is actually I am doing well. I am doing well. I am in email heck because I'm a girl that doesn't delete her emails because she just might need them. And now I'm being told I'm out of capacity, so I spent the day deleting 42,000 emails and I still have 148,000 to go. So if that tells you anything. But other than that, I'm doing great. I don't know how long it's going to take me, and I only have 16 days to fix it. So, here we go. Anyway, this is this month's Creativity Delivered. This is our black and white with the Botanical Textures Designer Series paper, and then the pops of color. So we're using Petunia Pop. We're using Real Red. We've got some cloud cover, which I love with the black, right? And then this is either Flirty or Melon Mambo. I think this is Melon Mambo. So there's your pops of color with your black and white Creativity Delivered class for the month. It's $35. You make 8 cards, 2 of each design. And in addition, you get a full package of the Botanical Textures paper. I love the neutral matte dots and the 1/4-inch white woven ribbon as part of your class as well. All die cutting and embossing is done for you. No stamping is, so you will need some imagery and some greetings, right? Like this will be die cut for you. The circle will be die cut. And of course, you'll cut all your own designer series paper. So, all right. So that is this month's Creativity Delivered. I will put the link below when we're done. I just realized that is not down there, so I will make sure that happens. And I will be demonstrating that in Tuesday's live, which will most likely be at 8. I don't think I'm going to go to Gettysburg Tuesday night. I think I'm going to wait and go Wednesday. All right. All right. So who else? Hey, Corinne. Hello, hello. Hi, Berta. You figured out how to comment. Yay. Hey, Lisa. Good to see you. All right. So I got real excited. Well, I got sad. Then I got excited. And we'll see what the future holds, right? If you didn't get my newsletter on Friday or you haven't had a chance to read it, Stamping Up, all good things must come to an end. And Saleabration has been around for minimally 22 years because I just celebrated my 22nd anniversary last week on the 5th. And we have now decided to go in a different direction. So Saleabration is no more. As a result of that, Stamping Up decided to put some leftovers that they had from various Saleabration events in the last chance category on our websites. So if you're in my shop, you're going to be able to find some last chance Saleabration items. The one that went in there that made me decide what I was doing tonight was the Toadstool Gardens 6x6 paper. I loved this paper when it was part of Saleabration. And I used quite a bit of it. Some patterns more than others. I actually had 2 packs, so this is what was left over from both packs. But as I was pricing for my online BOGO sale later at the end of the month, I found this pack of paper in there, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to put how many sheets is in here yet because I want to play with it. So we're using it tonight. But you can go to the store. This is still there. I just checked before we went live. Normally a 6x6 pack of designer series paper, 48 sheets, would be $12.50. A new pack off my in my store is $10, so it's also discounted. And then whatever I decide is left over when I'm done playing with it, this will be in my BOGO sale at the end. So just that's how this whole evening came about. I had something totally different planned for tonight, but I wanted to play with this. The other thing I will share with you, because it did not make it into my newsletter on Friday, is the Just Cards for this month. And this is a free in-person card class that you earn with a minimum $45 product order on my website. No host codes to worry about, but it has to be a minimum of $45 in product. And that's after any discounts, rewards, etc., are used on your order. So if you put in exactly a $45 order, but you use $5 in rewards, then your order is only $40. So that would not qualify you. It has to be the minimum $45 in product. This is an in-person class the second Tuesday of every month at 3 o'clock at my home in Dillsburg. If you're a frequent visitor to the Nest in Gettysburg, I can take the kits down there for you. You may have to use different greetings. I may not have the same greetings down there that I have here for the class. You can do a porch pickup if you're local and you can't attend the class. You just need to coordinate with me and I can put it in the plastic tote on my porch. Or if you're a long distance friend and you would like the kits, we are going to mail them to you, but we just ask for $5 to help cover the shipping costs. And I say help cover because it does not cover the shipping costs, but that's the contribution from you that we ask for. Okay. So, but I thought these were really pretty. I love the colors on that one. And I love that charming paper, floral charming, I think it, or floral charm, I think it's called. And then, I'm not a fan of the pear paper, but I'm finding cool ways to use it, I think. Hey, Cheryl. Hi, Valerie. So, hey, I did say Lisa, right? I saw Lisa and Corinne and Verna. Yeah, okay. I think I've said hello to everyone. All right. And there's our a great masculine birthday card then, too. So those are the just cards for this month. And I will be doing those whenever my pre-order shows up for the mini catalog and the September online exclusives. I'll do a reveal with you. I was going to say an unboxing. It's not really an unboxing because I get everything set up, so it's easy for me to flow, right? But I will do a reveal of that product at the very next live, depending upon when that is. I had it scheduled for Tuesday, but my orders did not ship. So it's not going to be Tuesday. I'm hoping maybe next Sunday. I should be home. I have a retreat this weekend, but I'm hoping to be home in time to do it Sunday night. And if not, then hopefully for sure the following Tuesday. So stay tuned for when the reveal is of the new product coming. But um, there's some really nice stuff. So they made some adjustments, and there's some really pretty products coming that I can't wait to play with. All right. So let me start the actual stamping portion of our event. Everybody have a good weekend. Get my goodies out. And I'm not a brights girl, you know that about me. Like 95% of the time, I'm in dark blue or black. Um, and I'm not sure if that started. I did a lot of theater and stage in high school. And then after when I was working in the area, we had a local theater and I did a lot of work there too. So I don't know if that's what put me into those dark colors. I don't remember if I wore bright colors when I was younger, but now not so much. But we are playing with bright colors tonight because that paper lends itself to that. So pumpkin pie and granny apple green. And the paper is the star of the show for the first card. We did have a nice weekend. Hey, Debbie, it has been a while. I know. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. I mean, the minute I say it, something's going to happen. I don't know what it'll be yet. Well, actually, I do know. I may not be live on the 24th, but I'll try to make it up that week, depending upon what happens. But yeah, I'm like, I was all discombobulated trying to get it set up and everything, get connected. So yeah, so the star is the designer series paper on this project because it's just layers and a little bit of die cutting. Hey, Beth, good to see you. Did you? Yeah, one of my friends texted me and she said we were sick yesterday. I think my husband tried to poison us. He fully admitted it too, which was really kind of nice of him, I guess. But we recovered. But she texted me and she said, "How's everybody?" I said, "Oh, we're good." She says, "A beautiful day." I said, "Yeah, I'm doing taxes and rental contracts and all that stuff today." So, and then I spent a lot of time, as I said, working on cleaning out my email before they shut me down. So, Granny Apple Green is our card base. And then we have a layer of that fun paper. Okay, does anybody else see an animal on this paper? Or is it just me? Even knowing it's not, I still see an animal. That's nice, Carol. That's fun. Oh, you were dog sitting, Sharon? What kind of dogs? Oh, that's fun, Debbie, when the kiddos are in the wedding. So I don't know. This is a creature to me. Like it could be a mystical or magical creature, right? This is the nose, looks like a little crocodile face with some wild hair. These are its legs. Have always seen an animal. I don't know if anybody else does, but I do. It looks like a mane. Exactly. Thank you, Beth. I knew you were my people. Looking forward to seeing you next weekend. Beth's coming to a retreat at the Nest next weekend. We got a lot going on down there in the next couple of months, which is always a good thing. And then another one of the patterns. This one has the cute little snails on it, and we're using granny apple green as our border and base, if you will. Okay, that's going to layer on there. And then, oh, I did not grab the dies. All right, somebody tell me what these are called. They're the ones that have the stitching. Yes, the demonstrator should know that. Where are my demonstrator friends? Oh, good. I'm not alone. I'm not alone seeing the animals. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to stamp on there, and all the stamps that I am using are 100% from the stamp set. Okay, so you have the stamp set and the builder punch, which are currently part of our regular inventory. And I'm just gonna put this out there because it seems to be happening a little bit more often. If there is something that you really want and you just are kind of waiting and waiting and it's not the right time or whatever, even if it's in a physical catalog, like the annual catalog, it may not last till the end of the catalog. We've noticed a couple of things that have not even been on a discontinued list or a last chance. I'm sorry, not even been on a last chance list. They've all of a sudden just showed up on the discontinued list. So I got caught with a couple things that way. So if there's something you really want, I would say, especially if it says low inventory, we may not know that it's not coming back. So keep that in mind. Oh, nice. Hey, Janine. I thought that was somebody else. But then I'm looking at that name. I'm going, I can't know two Janines with the husband's name, Leo. How are you, my friend? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. So yeah, just keep that in mind. They're just baby. Oh, that's so cool though. Puppies, pit bulls, awesome. Um, I would have a dog. That would be my thing. But we have three cats, and sadly, my husband is anti-dog, which kind of should have been written into the contract because when I met him, his family had a dog. So I thought, okay, so here is my trick. I got a couple tricks up my sleeve for you today. Here's my trick, right? I just wanted the thin border, right? But we didn't have one that was going to give me a thin border. So you know what I did? You know what I did. You've watched me enough. Yay. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm even happier that I'm going to get to see you tomorrow night. Like, when is club? Oh, yes, that's tomorrow. I am trimming the die on that stitched line the whole way around. This way, oh, well, I thought I went straight down there, but apparently I didn't. Let's try to clean that up a little bit. This way, you can use the same size die. It has a guide for you if you can see it well enough to follow it. I'm trying to be fun here and keep it way away from me when I really should have it up to about here under my nose. And then we'll trim that end off. So hopefully I came in far enough. I see a little bit of edge there, but now I have an orange finger. I think we're going to be good. Look at that. So look how perfect that border's for you. So let me close this up before I do actually lay my hand in it. Oh, that's sad when our pets pass away. I know. We got all three of the cats at the same time, so not that doesn't mean anything. I mean, my my cat that we got, oh God, must have been like almost immediately after we got married. I don't even remember. Oh, we got sit at the SPCA. Um, he lived to be 19 and a half years old, and he was perfect up until about a week to 10 days. And then I think he had a stroke, is what happened. It's sad. I have a friend that has he just well, I think he told me she's 7 months now, but he's a boxer lover, and I got to see them and play with her a little bit not too long ago. We need some dimensionals to pop that up and give us a little depth on our card front. Well, I don't remember if Betty's on or not. I know Betty's a cat lover too. She just put a picture up of a new kitten that she got. So cute. And I'm going to line the right edge up with the edge of the purple DSP. Sure I am. There we go. And then I was looking for some gems and I grabbed the brushed brass butterflies. I thought they went perfectly. If I still had any of those little ladybugs, I might have used those. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Because they were awfully cute, weren't they? So I need two large butterfly, no, two small butterflies and one large butterfly. And I'm actually being really crazy here and opening two packages because I'm trying to use this one up and I would have been fine. I don't know why I didn't grab the large butterfly off of here. Now, that is not where I wanted you to land. That right there. There we go. And then I don't have a greeting to go with You Are Magical. I mean, I think you could use that for a birthday or a thank you, right? That would be a great card for a thank you or a greeting for a thank you. But what I am going to do, I think I used every stamp tonight in this set, with the exception of the ladybug body. That's the only stamp that's left in my case. How crazy is that? So we're just going to use the green leaf and add a little accent in the corner. Hey, Kelly. Good to see ya. Just going to pop that right there. You could do a border the whole way up the side of the card if you wanted to add a little bit more color into the world. But I'm going to leave the rest of it open so you have a good space to write a message, right? There we go. Project number 1. Okay. Move that one aside. And I believe this is our next one. Again, I'm letting the paper, not doing anything real crazy. I do have a fun fold for you for the last project. But this one, I'm letting the paper speak, be the real star of the show, if you will. But I do have a couple tricks to show you on this thing too. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, good, Jeannie. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I was excited because I've been wanting to play with this set again, but I missed the paper. And I'm like, well, I hate to use things that you can't get because then you fall in love with it. Then you get mad at me because you can't get it. So I was excited when I saw it went back into the last chance. And I love this pattern. This I had the very limited amount of paper left in that pattern. So that must have been the one I used a lot the last time too. And it has a great background, which we're going to flip the 1-inch section over and show the leaves. I'm looking for something that I can see on. Because black on black, even now with everything that's been done to my site, I still don't do well seeing that. All right, now we're going to add the strip here. Spotlight on Nature, one of my favorite die sets. Of course, they did retire the stamps that coordinated with that in that bundle. Didn't really coordinate. The circle dies were more of a standalone die set that they just bundled with Spotlight on Nature. All right. So love, 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 black. And then we've got the white. We're going to go ahead and stamp our stem for the mushroom in crumb cake. I always have to look at the box or the case because it looks green to me. Okay. And then this is a thank you card. I'm using the little thank you greeting that says, just a little thank you. And it really is a little thank you. So we need that Granny Apple green again. Yeah. We're just going to pop that right here. Oh, no. Well, 2 sides to every piece of paper, even if it's a die cut. I know, it's good paper, right? And then I mean, somebody said to me, well, this is a great set for kids. Yep, it absolutely is. But I don't think it has to be just for kids, right? I think you could use it for adults as well. Well, that time I almost stamped it upside down. I have to find a piece of scrap. I really can't see that. Let me grab this and see which way we got the stamp going. Okay. I'm at least holding it correctly. We'll see how well we stamp it this time. Perfect. Okay, now here is my little trick. We're going to go ahead and stamp the mushroom. We're using Melon Mambo. So again, I'm pulling my colors right out of the designer series paper as well. Here is my builder punch. So this is my punch that I'm going to use. So I want to stamp it close to the bottom to conserve my paper. And then I can put it in the punch, get it lined up, and punch. So there is our mushroom. But what's wrong with that mushroom? The stem, oh my, see my camera zooms out. I have to go tighter because I know now that my camera zooms out through Zoom, which I really need to get off of Zoom. But I don't have time to figure that out. All right. So I want my mushroom stem to be into the base, if you will, of the mushroom cap. X-Acto knife. Actually, this is an old product. I probably got this shortly after I started 22 years ago because Stampin' Up was offering it. This is, of course, a self-healing cutting mat. So all I'm going to do is cut across the top of my stem. And then I'm just going to come up the side a little bit, not the whole way. I mean, you can if you want, but you don't have to. And the same thing over here. The only thing you do want to make sure you do is that you are getting through the paper everywhere so that you can lift that up. Well, somewhere I didn't, but I sure felt like I did. I love when something works so beautifully when I'm creating and then I go live with you guys and I can't for the life of me make it work. Okay, where is it not cutting? You can't even tell where it's not cutting. It is definitely cutting there. It's definitely cutting there. It's got to be across the top. Let's try this. Hey, there we go. So I just have that little bit popped up. I'm going to put adhesive on the cap. And I'm also going to put adhesive right there. I could use a glue dot, but this will be covered by the stem. And pop that on there like so. So now the stem is coming up to the cap. And that looks much more natural than if the cap was covering the stem top, right? I don't know. Good for me anyway. But that's a cute way to make that happen because you didn't have to cut that piece out. And I could have hand cut, fussy cut that piece out, that stem out, and done it that way too. But I kind of liked the effect of having it stamped onto the cardstock. Be careful when you're using an X-Acto knife. It's great if you have a cover for it. That way you do not cut yourself. And then I've got an extra blade, so I'm going to stick that in there and close up my tube so nothing runs away. Not that that ever happens, right? We always know exactly where everything is. Okay, so dimensionals on our circle. All right, so I know a couple of you, just from your comments, have this product line, whether it's just the stamps or the stamps and the punch, or even the stamps, punch, and paper. Who has it? Who has any or all of it? And we're going to grab another butterfly. This time it's going to be a large guy. And pop that. This time I have more space down here. I'm going to put it at the bottom. And then the way I cut my designer series paper, I had a strip left over. So when I cut it the first time, I had a short strip. When I cut it the second time, I had a long strip. Either way, I can add a strip to the inside of the card and carry the theme through the card. You would need Band-Aids. Oh, Lisa has it. Corinne has it. Cheryl has it. She has it all. Well, Carol, the reason I'm showing, I don't know if you came in late, but the reason I'm showing it is the designer series paper is in the last chance section of my website. Because Saleabration has been retired, if you will. So we will not be doing Saleabration in lieu of other exciting things that are coming. And so they're letting, they went back into the vault, if you will, where they put the stamping up or the Saleabration products after Celebration's over. They haven't necessarily sold out, and they added them to the last chance list. And this paper was part of that. So that's why we're playing with it tonight, because it is one that's been around, and I know I've demoed with it before, but I just really love the paper with the whole product line, the stamps and the punch. All right, do a little clean because I think I need that stamp in the next project too. Okay. So we're gonna put that down there. Oh, this one has a lot of stamps. This is the fun fold. It's a joy fold. You've probably seen me do those before, or seen someone do those before, right? But I think I tried to use, look at this. I think I tried to use almost every stamp in the set. How'd I do? And I think I even need this one, but I'm not 100% sure. So there we go. Okay, let's get those out of the way. This has a ton of pieces, which I already went ahead and pretty fussy cut just so you didn't have to sit and watch me painfully go through that. Let me show you the card. I'm going to slide these all over here. Look at this cute card. Different fun fold, right? Normally fun folds are like this, but this time we're going this way. And I love the wood grain paper that's in that pack as well. I'm gonna get rid of the dimensional so I don't think I'm trying to pick something up that's a dimensional backing. There you go. I know, right? Like I kept looking at it. I'm like, ah, I can't have it like that. I have to have it. But the stem is going into the base of the mushroom cap. All right. So obviously early espresso, poppy parade, another bright. I am not a bright girl. I rarely use these colors, but it was really fun. My tape disappeared. Really fun playing with them. I can't see that. Let me grab something that's a lighter color so that I'm sure. All right. And then that's our front fold, obviously. So we have designer paper cut in the vertical orientation for the pattern with cute little mushrooms on the back and a rainbow display. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this on here. And then this is our joy fold part. So again, we cut it widthwise so that the pattern was going vertical. And then I stamped, and I didn't use Granny Apple. I'm not sure why, but I stamped the hill, fussy cut that out in Old Olive. And we're going to put that right down at the base of the designer paper, somewhat centered. And then I have my stems. They were done, of course, in crumb cake. I really did not want to take that down quite that well. I wanted to leave that up so I can put my stems behind there. Now we should be able to do that. That's the problem between designing and demoing, right? I forget what it is and why it is that I did it the way I did it. Tiny baby stem, don't want to lose that. Tiny baby cap. Here's the bigger cap, or the bigger stem. That one going that way. And then, of course, this one's going to be right in the center. This is where I am so thankful that I have fingernails. Trying to hold on to tiny little pieces like that. I didn't always have fingernails. Okay. So this one, I fussy cut. That one's going to go right over there on the left side. Okay. Of course, I already put that guy's cap on. Now this one, this one is the bigger. This is the one in the back. So I want to stamp it, right? But I want to be able to make sure I get it lined up. So I'm going to do a mask and stamp down through it. So all I did was I punched from the Night of Navy, used the punch to create the holes. And then when I stamp this, I can get it lined up the way I want it. Again, we're using Poppy Parade for the mushroom heads. It sounds like it should have been an 80s rock band. And I'm just going to go down through the opening. If we were stamping both of the, I am having a problem stamping tonight. Now, what is that about? That does not often happen to me. Let's try it again. Then we would get them aligned perfectly. by using the mask so that when we slid them into the punch, I'm going to go with it. I think there's something wrong with that stamp because I had a similar problem when I stamped the original, but the stem kind of covers it. So we're going to go with it. Now, the other tricky thing here is this is too small for me to hold to get into the punch. So I'm creating my handle. And if you follow me at all, you've seen me do this before. This is going to allow me to put the piece in the punch and line it up without me having to struggle trying to put the little tiny piece in there, right? All right. Now, bring this in, lift this up again. Let's get some adhesive on the back of this guy. I don't think anybody will ever know, do you? I think that covers that up just fine. Okay, now let me grab our breeding layer. I can't talk. So we've got Poppy Parade, and we've got some early espresso ink. So a few tips there tonight. A fun fold using the X-Acto knife to be able to put the stem. I have to bring that closer to me. Hopefully I am still in camera because this is tight. X-Acto knife to pop the stem up, right? That's kind of cool. Perfect. No, not perfect. Oh yeah, that's the apostrophe. Yes, Carol, exactly. It's not just for kiddos. It's not. There's our matte layer. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this mounted because I want to make sure I'm going to stamp it first because the luck I've been having, right? I did it on here and I didn't like it. And I'm like, why would I do that? I did it in Old Olive. It's okay, but I think I'm going to stick with the stems being crumb cake for the mushrooms. So we're going to go ahead and grab that stem. Nope. It's here somewhere. It's just hiding from me. I'm probably looking right at it. Or not. Okay, well, I'm not going to stand. Oh, jeez, it's right here. Were you all yelling? It's laying literally right in front of you. Because, yes, it literally was laying right in front of me. Goodness gracious. And then we'll do the Poppy Parade to stay consistent with the mushroom caps. This guy you got to look at too, because you think it's one way and it's really another way. There we go. Nope, that is not at all what I wanted to do. So we're going to hide that. This is the piece for the background. I really have to start designing closer to my lives. So that's our background. And then this is the piece we want to stamp that on. So we're going to do that again. Just for the practice. That first piece was just for the practice. Okay. From cake stem. Poppy Parade mushroom caps. Get the orientation right. There we go. And that's going to go on the inside. of our fold. Okay. So this is going to get centered. So the adhesive goes on the back and it's opening on the left. That looks pretty good. And it looks pretty straight. That's 2 for 2. Close that down. And then when we put the poppin' up to say hi, I want it to hang off the edge a little bit. So I'm just going to put adhesive on the back right side. And I did not choose to put any bling on this card. I thought it stood fine on its own. What do you think? Well, that is definitely not straight on the inside. So we'll fix that later and we'll look at this one because that card is fighting me tonight. Okay, so here I used green. On the one that we did tonight, I used the crumb cake for the stems. Here is our second one. And then there is our first one featuring the designer series papers with just a greeting and an accent. There you go, guys. There are the Terrific Toadstools and the Toadstool Gardens 6x6 designer series paper with a little bit of assist with the Stampin' Up punch to coordinate with the stamp set. Again, all of that is currently available in my online store. If you missed it during Saleabration and you've seen it a second time and you think, hey, I think I'd like to have that, it is a great set. As I believe Carol Zeser said, you can use it for feminine, masculine, or kiddo cards. That works well for all. And it's just a lot of fun. It puts a smile on your face when you're playing with it. So, and we all need that sometimes, right? All right. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it. I do plan to be live Tuesday. Watch my Facebook page just in case I'd have to bump it to noon. But I don't think I will. I think I'm gonna stay in Dillsburg on Tuesday evening and go down Wednesday. So but if I decide to go Tuesday, then I will let you know that I'm gonna be live at noon. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your Sunday night and a great start to your week. And I hope to see you on Tuesday. Thanks so much. Bye.